Hey guys, welcome to Tasty Medley. I'm Valerie.
And I'm Sarah.
This is today's show.
So,
Starting out. I'm gonna go. You say I can start. I'm starting.
okay. Do you?
Starting this show, we'll be talking about some K-dramas, Korean dramas, because we both love Korean dramas and Korean things.
We just love Asian things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of all great.
Yeah.
Well, most of it. Let's rephrase that. We can talk about, I guess, our favorite ones, though. Because I've seen a lot more than you. Like, a lot. That's okay, though.
What's your favorite?
Out of those,
Or it doesn't matter.
in general,
Yeah. We can just kind of glance over.
I really love Age of Youth. That is, like, one of my favorites. I don't think you really liked it, though, did you? Yeah. I just like slice of life, you know? Although those situations would never happen in real life.
No.
I mean, let's be honest.
No.
None of this
Slice
stuff
of
would.
fiction life.
In the K-drama world, it's very...
Yes. Very common.
Yeah. They even made a show about that. It was called Drama World. This girl gets sucked into a K-drama.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I was like, this is actually pretty great. Probably Age of Youth season 1 and season 2. And... I don't know. I really like Boys Over Flowers, but, I mean, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about the one that brought us together.
Bromance.
It's not Korean drama, though. Chinese, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Chinese.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's Chinese.
It's Chinese.
Yeah. If the names don't give it away, the language will.
Yes.
But, that's the one that brought us our friendship together.
Yep, it was a surprise.
Mm-hmm. Because you were like... oh my god, you watch romance? And I'm like, yeah. And it kind of just,
Exploded.
it was fate. It was supposed to happen. It was an explosion of K-dramas and K-pop. Well,
After
not really.
she pushed me over.
Yeah, I pushed her into K-pop. Hey.
But that's okay. I'm a better person for it.
Yeah, I was say, K-pop just makes your life better. Like that one guy on YouTube. That his thing is like, listen to K-pop, it feels good. That's true. It really does. It's a lifesaver. But, okay, so, Bromance. The plot. I'm going to let you take over on the plot on that one.
We can share.
Well, I think you watched it a lot more than I did.
Oh. Okay. Well,
So,
in the beginning...
it's fresher in your mind.
In the beginning, it's...
In the beginning.
I know I thought of that when I said it.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
This family, husband and wife, are pregnant. Well, they go to this fortune teller person that says, it's going to be a boy. It's going to have the best life. Very fortune. Good fortune.
Oh, this is a gender bender also.
I was getting to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just throwing that out there.
Getting to that.
I'm sorry.
Well, they have the baby. Not a boy. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
And they take her back to the fortune teller, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what do we do? What do we do? It's a girl." And the fortune teller guy says, "Well," he kind of hesitates, and he's like, "Well, you can't let anybody know that she's a girl. You have to keep her identity a secret until she's 21." And that's what they do.
I thought it was 25.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure it's 25.
it might be 25 or 26.
I think it's 25.
I don't. It's irrelevant. It's 20-something.
25.
And, well, longer story short, she grows up like a boy.
She does not look like a boy, though.
No.
They never do in those dramas.
And she helps save this mafia guy's
Triad.
life. She helps protect him. And then saves his sister. And then, I say and then a lot.
And then.
I watched too much.
Too many references.
Yeah.
It's okay, though.
But she helps save his sister's life. And then the brother and sister's mom
The
is
main guy character.
yeah, the main character's mom says, "Oh, you have to be blood brothers. You have to be sworn brothers." And
Yeah.
because they think she's a boy.
Yeah.
And of course, they do this, they do that, and they fall in love, and all of that stuff, and it gets real complicated, and everyone sees them two kiss for the first time, and everybody thinks they're boys, and they're like, oh my gosh. But, they fall in love. And
Yeah. It's really good though.
It's got a lot of action in it.
Yeah.
Because they both can do martial arts.
Yeah.
I think it's Taekwondo, but I'm not. I mean, it's not Taekwondo because Taekwondo is Korean.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's some martial arts of some kind. Yeah. And then it's just really good.
It is.
I mean,
it's
and
so
the
good. And
chemistry.
Cute.
It's the chemistry is what makes
Yes.
that will make or break a drama.
And there's just one part that she, in quotation marks, she's wanting to tell him that she's a girl, but she's scared that he's gonna get mad and push her away and say, "You lied to me."
Yeah, I hate you.
Well, they're swinging, just a swinging, and
I was like, when you said swing, my first thought was like swing dancing, and I'm like, no, they don't. What are you talking about?
they're sitting on a swing.
They're sitting on a swing.
On a swing set in a park.
Yeah.
And she says, she gets it in writing, and she says, I don't want you to be mad at me. You can't be mad at me when I tell you this. You have it in writing. And then he says, when have I ever been mad at you? And I was like, he's never been mad at her.
That's a swoon moment. I think one of my favorite moments is, or it's the funny, I don't remember what episode, but he's like on like a blind date type of thing, and he sees her sitting over there, and he's like, I wonder if I'm gay, you know? So he gets really close to that, what's that other guy he's like friends with?
Yeah, his friend.
He's like, nope, I don't feel a thing.
Yeah, and then the other guy wipes his head, is like, phew.
Yeah. He's like, I was really worried there for a second.
Yes.
And then my other favorite part is when they're both like in their sweatsuit type of thing.
Yeah, because it rained.
And they start kissing like kind of aggressively. And then she drops it and she's like, oh my God, I gotta clean this up right now. And he's like, stop what you're doing. And they start like kissing and stuff. Those are two of my favorite parts. So.
And then the end. I love the end.
The actors they cast for that were really good though.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, that's a big thing. Like if you've got like good chemistry, you can make something crafty and beautiful. I'm not saying this is, but it really helped.
This is I love it.
I love how it ended though. That
favorite. Yes.
you
she bit him.
Yes. And like the behind the scenes stuff.
No. In the show. When he pushes her up against the wall.
Oh.
And then he pushes her.
I mean, I wonder, was that on purpose though?
Oh, probably. She bit him and he's like, ah. You know, and then she said, oh, suck it up. Pushes him against the wall and it starts again.
She's like, that's like the least of what's about to come. It was really good though. Oh, that was so good. I can't remember that, like the real people's names. I feel like his name starts with a L. I don't know. His hair though. Let's talk about his hair for a second. His hair was amazing throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
Even wet, like it would still look the same. I was like, this is like the best hairdo on a guy I've ever seen in a drama like this. But my only, like, if I was to say, like, likes and dislikes, my dislike is I feel like they could have done better with her clothes because a lot of stuff she wore, you could tell she was a female.
Yeah, it maybe been a little more baggy.
Yeah, a little bit more, like,
guyish.
Doodly. Manly. Yeah. I don't know the...
Doodly.
Doodly. But, like, more manly.
Masculine.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Because, like, I remember one scene in particular, she's wearing some, like, blue jeans, and she's got, like, it looks like a Letterman's sweater type of thing. I'm, like, watching it the first time, I was like, she's obviously a girl in this scene. Like, there's no way that she would pass as a dude in real life. But this is the drama. So, yeah. Anyway, that was a great drama.
They get paid to pretend.
Exactly. I don't know if I've seen them in anything else since then. And this
I
came out.
I haven't.
I want to say this came out a couple years ago now, or at least like the end of 2016 or something like that. Because it was
no,
it didn't just come out last year.
No, it came out.
I want to say 2016.
I think it's 2015.
I think you're wrong. You know what? We're checking right now. I want to say 2016. I'm not gonna throw money down on it, but.
It's thinking 2015.
Oh, man. Okay, so you won, but that's okay. It's whatever. Anyway. So, 3 years ago. But I don't think I've seen him in anything since then. It's whatever, though. Okay. So, moving on.
Okay.
To another drama that we both loved.
Yes.
Strong Woman Do Bong Soon. Do Bong. I can never say it. You say it.
Do Bong Soon.
Yeah, I
Do
can't
Bong
say
Soon.
anybody's name. That's why I refer to him as main character, second lead, second lead's love interest, those type of things. I remember because I go to that one website that tells me about new stuff coming out. I haven't visited it in a while, though, because I haven't really been interested in K-dramas. But I remember the premise of it was really interesting. Like, she's really, really strong. And I always love a reverse, like, kind of story.
Yeah, she's got... It's the girls in her family.
They've got super
And
strength.
her mom had it.
Yeah.
But she used it for herself.
Yeah.
For personal gain.
Which is a no-no.
And she lost it.
But I love a good drama where the guy falls for the girl first.
Yes.
Oh.
And he falls hard.
He does too. Okay, look, this drama is all about the looks.
Yes.
And it's just, everything you say it with your eyes.
And we know, as the viewers, we know exactly what's going on, going on in your head and your feelings.
Well, I mainly watched it, I'm going to be honest, because Jisoo, not from Blackpink, he's one of my favorite actors, and you're aware of this, but anytime he's in a drama or a movie, I have to watch it. That's how much I love him. He's like one of my favorites. So that was the main reason I watched it, but I'm really glad I did because the story was really
Yes.
cute. Now, there was some parts I was like, what? But I was like, it's still a good drama. We'll just overlook those parts. But he plays her, like, first love interest because at the beginning, she's, like, in love with him, remember? And then, what's the other guy's name?
His brother.
Minhyuk? No. You can't remember, can you?
I'm getting...
She likes Jisoo. I'm going to call him by his actual name. The policeman, remember?
Yeah.
And then Minhyuk
Yeah.
is the other guy who hires her as a bodyguard. Minhyuk?
I know the cop
I can't remember his
likes
name.
her.
Well, like, you find that out, like, towards the end, though. And it's too late.
It's too late to
I always
apologize.
thought about, like, every drama that Jisoo is in, he only in 1 out of, like, 5 has he ever gotten the girl. That's sad. He deserves the girl in all of his dramas. And it's all, like, that one when he missed it too late. One of them, she didn't return his feelings. And 2 of them, she didn't return the character. And I'm like, one of these days you're going to get the girl. And he finally did. And I celebrated. But, isn't it she thought he didn't like strong girls or something like that?
Yeah,
And that's not really, that is,
Well, he didn't know
yeah.
about...
She bent that bar. Remember, she tried to turn it back up. That's a prime example of waiting way too long.
Yes.
And I've seen that in another drama. I think it was Answer Me 1988. The guy, you don't know because you've never seen it. It's on Netflix, that 1994 I said, where you try to figure out who the husband is.
Yeah.
It's the same people, but it's 1988. And that one guy, he waits till it's too late and she's already married and stuff. I'm like, why didn't you just tell her? I hate that. It makes me so mad. So I love how, like, extra the main lead is, Minhyuk,
Yeah.
where he snaps his fingers and the door opens.
Yes.
I want to do that. I gotta remember to do that to, like, the door one day.
It reminds me the automatic doors, the double doors that up and on when you motion censored.
Yeah.
I always, when I go up, I know when it comes up and I put my hand up or I make the open gesture and I'm like, yes, I opened it with my powers. Yes, I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
Open for me.
But not sorry.
But I want to be like, snap my fingers and be like, sassy, and the door opens.
Yeah, because he jumps.
Because he's so extra.
Yeah.
I like when he opens the curtains and he does like that full turn. Oh, see, it's little things like that made that drama great.
Yeah.
And they did a good, job with casting. I really wish that they were like a couple in real life. That would be... No, they're not. That would be great if they were, though.
They wouldn't be like that.
Oh my gosh, though, the villain with this, like, creepy flesh...
Yeah.
His flesh mask.
Yeah.
That freaked me out.
Yes. It did me too.
Almost as bad as the button eye people from Coraline that I watched recently. But I kind of feel like I've seen that plot where I'm going to kidnap these women, they'll be my brides. I feel like that's an American movie. Kiss the girls.
I don't know what that is.
It's a movie.
Obviously.
Well,
it's in a lot of crime TV shows.
Yeah. Well, in that movie, Kiss the Girls, the guy, like, kidnaps women that are, like, unique, like, have special, like, prodigy, and one girl escapes and blah blah blah, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Happy ending.
Yeah, well, sort of. But that's what it reminds me of. But his mask, I was like, ew.
Yeah.
And I love how at the end she chucks those walnuts, because don't her family own like some kind of walnut shop or something?
Yes.
Walnut pies or something.
Yes.
She's like, ah, and throwing it at him and stuff. That looks like it hurt though.
It probably did.
As hard as she throws. And the ending, they have 2 little girls.
I know.
And
the wedding was amazing.
Yes. And her mom prays to Buddha or whoever, and she's like, please let him have a boy. And his face just gets really small, gets really ends up having twin girls.
Uh-huh.
And punches him in a little baby fist in the eye. I thought that was so funny. I thought that was adorable. It's like, oh, my little princess
so
is whack.
cute. Yeah.
He's like, we lost another babysitter. She's like, I told you never to call me at work. She's like saving that guy that thing fell on top of.
Yeah.
But I would totally not mind a season 2.
No, and to see like how they do with the kids and
Yes.
how they deal with their situations.
Maybe them as teenagers or something.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. That would be great. And Jisoo make an appearance. Because I love him. However, I'm not feeling Bad Guy season 2 because he ain't in it enough. And he shaved his head. And
See in season 1?
Don't really like. No. Season 1 was a lot better.
I haven't seen either one.
It came out in like 2014. It's on Netflix too.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, Strong Woman, loved it. Would love a season 2. That'd be awesome. But so moving on to, I guess, the last one. I don't know why I said that with a question mark, but I guess because I don't know.
Yeah.
Boys Over Flowers. You read any kind of post about somebody who's like, oh yeah, the first drama I ever watched, it is always Boys Over Flowers. I don't know if it's Korean, because it's Korean, it's Chinese, it's Japanese, and there's a Thai version. I want to say there's another version, but I don't think there is. There's a lot of versions of this show. You know it's good when everybody starts copying it. Mm-hmm. So that is the first drama I ever watched. And
I don't remember what the first drama I ever watched was.
It just spoke to me. I guess the story is just good.
Yeah, the story is really good.
Oh, there's an anime version. Sorry, my bad.
Yes.
I have watched it too.
I haven't.
Well, I was obsessed with this.
I've only seen the one version.
Well, I was obsessed with this drama though. When I first started watching it, I watched the crap out of it. I guess I liked it because the main girl she's just an ordinary, and I guess I just like the appeal of that.
She doesn't have strong powers or strong powers.
She's
she doesn't
not
have any powers.
She's
She's just confident and she goes for it, and she's just
average.
She knows who she is. I mean, she has some insecurities, but
don't we all?
Right. She's a normal person who sticks up for what she believes in, and I like that.
And I like how she's not like overly beautiful and all this kind of stuff.
Oh my god!
Because I feel like if she had been, it would have lessened the appeal of the story. Because then you're like, well, she's beautiful, so it's just one of those type of stories. But the fact that she's kind of, I guess, plain, ordinary. I'm not gonna say homely because I don't think she's ugly or anything. Mm-mm. But she was just ordinary, and so I guess that was the appeal. Because as ordinary girls, it just spoke to me, you know. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you know, if that happened. It kind of reminds me of, like, they compare stuff to, like, 50 Shades of Grey. This is not 50 Shades of Grey.
No, not
I just mean, like, the obsessive billionaire.
Yeah.
It would not fly in real life because he would have got a restraining order a long time ago.
Yep.
But I kind of like how he doesn't know how to act around her because he's used to getting everything he wants and he can't.
And he doesn't really know.
Exactly.
That because he says, she's in love with me.
Oh.
And it's like, no, you're in love with her.
The reason she treats me like this.
Yes.
So stupid. And
he's so full of himself, though. But then he character development.
Yeah.
It's great.
It takes a while.
Of. Yeah.
In the Korean version, there's 24 episodes? 26? It's something like that.
Yeah.
The Thai version has 2 seasons, and they each got like 30-something episodes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's a lot. The Thai version, or Taiwanese, I gotta mention that in a minute. I gotta put it in my head. But followed the manga like more closely than the Korean version did, because in the Korean version or the original version, she's got a guy friend, and he's not in the Korean, he's only in the Thai version. I've never seen him
I might have
anywhere
to check
else. It's pretty good though. But the reason I was going to mention it too, they're redoing it with like a new cast. It's supposed to come out later this year, so I'll have to let everybody know about that.
That out. Taiwanese.
So, but yeah, and the second season, I say 30, it's close to 30 episodes. It has a happy ending. They end up together, but they are apart the majority of season 2. And I'm sorry, but that's so hard to watch.
Yes, it is.
It's like, just be together.
I mean,
I think it was an amnesia thing. You know how I feel about that trope. Just get your memory back. Like, that's enough. But, and the rest of the F4, the Flower 4.
yeah.
I didn't really care for the guy that she liked first. What about you?
I did. The violin guy?
The violinist? Yeah, he was okay.
I liked him. I really did. And I think because it does say that she is his soulmate. He is her soulmate.
No.
But, because you know that fortune teller was like,
Yeah.
you have a soulmate,
Yeah.
and you have a husband.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Because I was thinking, how does she have both? But why aren't they the same?
Why are they not the same person?
But that he's her soulmate. And I think that they would have been perfectly happy together.
No.
They would have, yes, they would have.
See, that's a difference of opinion.
They would have been so perfect. You know, they would have been comfortable.
Yeah.
They
you're right
would
about
have agreed. They wouldn't have fought a lot.
Boring.
You know, they would have just been comfortable. But with Gu Junpyo,
5 stars for attempting the name. I'm pretty sure that's right, but I can't say anything. You know that.
Junpyo, there was that friction and that
God, you drive me crazy. I wanna kill you sometimes.
attraction, right, like that.
Yeah.
That frustration of why do you think like that, and I'm gonna
Why do you do the things that you do?
yeah
And not
that annoyance
communicate.
level.
He was the worst at not communicating with her.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I guess the reason I liked him so much is because he just was so terrible at communicating his feelings.
But
That-
he was cute though once
but-
he
Yeah.
realized, you know, he didn't want to be mean to her anymore. He wanted
Yeah. You realized he couldn't buy her too. That was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do then. You know? Reminds him so much of his sister.
yeah.
I love that. I love that scene in every drama where she like punches him or kicks him.
Yeah,
'Cause-
she kicks him.
She kicks him in the Korean version, but in the Japanese version, she punches him.
Mm.
And she punches him in the Thai version too. So, but that's like, you know, a realization moment.
Yep.
It's
That
no matter.
she is strong.
Yes. No matter what version you watch, it's still the best. One of the best scenes. But like the problem with all the versions that they've got is they cut out a lot of stuff. The Japanese, you know, their shows only last like 10 or 12 episodes maybe. So, and they had 2 seasons and they had a movie, which I love because it wrapped everything up. You know, with the anime, it was ambiguous.
I haven't seen it.
It's just like the drama. You don't really know.
Oh.
You're pretty sure that they're together, but there's no actual confirmation. In the Japanese version, they get married and stuff like that. So sweet at the end, which I'll get to in a second. But like I said, the problem was they cut out a lot of stuff because she has a guy friend that's only in the Thai version.
Yeah.
And I say Thai version, it's Taiwanese. I'm pretty sure.
So you say Taiwanese,
Taiwanese, not Thai.
not
My bad.
Thai.
My bad, people. My bad. Taiwanese version. But, so they cut out some of that extra stuff. Well, I say extra in quotation marks. I liked it. But out of every version, I think... See, I don't know. I really like the Japanese version a
I
lot.
haven't seen it. I need to watch some of it.
Well,
Or,
I did
yeah,
have
watch
it, but I've lost it. Quotation
yeah,
marks.
you need to find it.
I've
quotation
tried for a
marks.
year now, and I can't. But
You need to be a little more aggressive. Take
I
some
like
from me.
the violinist. I think I really liked him in the Korean version, but I think the Japanese version will be my favorite because I don't know. I like the casting, and it was a little bit more extra. He was a little bit more extra with like his flamboyance and all the way he dressed and stuff. So I would definitely say that was my best one, and you know the story was appealing and stuff. Oh, and the movie. I forgot about the movie.
Because I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, it kind of was just basically the whole show in like an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
Or an hour and 15 minutes. The original movie, like the 95 movie, it was okay. And then the movie that the Japanese version had at the very beginning, they're like planning their wedding, which is really hard apparently because, when you're filthy rich, you got things to think about. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, no.
But
can I afford this?
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, nope.
It's like basically like some tiara that she's gonna wear at the wedding gets stolen, and so they spend most of the movie looking for the tiara. I know that's kind of a weird plot, but it gets better.
Oh.
So something happens, and they end up on
I made a face. That's why she said that.
Yeah. They end up on like a deserted island. I don't remember how. Something happens to their plane or something. I don't know. So
What they do in the show, they go on vacation.
yeah. But they end up on an island or whatever, and you find out that the whole thing was planned. Their families did that to see if they were really right for each other. If they were,
Yeah.
they're in this environment, are they going to make it? And they do.
Of course.
And because the tiara was fake. It was fake the whole time. And they were like, why would you do this to us? And they're like, because we had to see if you were right for each other. And so they get married, and it just kind of gives you like each...
My family ever did that.
I'd be
The
mad.
rope punched not my
Kidney
parents.
punch. Kidney punch. In the nose, too. And so it gives you like a little insight of all the F4. And at the end, they're on a beach, and they're doing something with like the sand. You can't tell what they're doing. And she's like, or he says, I never asked you what your dream was, because she asked him the first time and was like, and he points to her, and your heart just melts when he says that. She's his dream. So all of a sudden, she runs out and she screams something like, when you grow up, I hope you don't be like the almighty here, but it's okay if you have curly hair.
Yeah.
Because, in every version, his hair is like a big thing.
Like ramen.
Yes.
Ramen. I like Mark's hair.
Yes. Ugh.
Yeah.
But,
He tells himself not to.
and, yeah, he's like, what are you talking about? And she touches her stomach and she goes, my dream has come true also. And then he just flips out because she's pregnant. And then it zooms out and you can see they're writing love on the beach. It was so sugary
so
sweet.
cheesy though.
It's so cheesy.
I'm getting cavities.
I know.
That's so sweet.
My tooth is hurting. But it was so sweet. See, that's what the Korean version stuff missed. I need closure. You know this. I need to know that things wrapped up nicely. That I just have to know. That's why I hate watching like horror movies that don't have a
No, you
a
know what? You
reason.
don't have to finish that sentence.
That
I
don't
hate
have
watching horror movies.
We always come back to that. But no, I wasn't gonna say anything specific. Horror movies that don't have a reason for why they do these things, like The Strangers. I don't know why I come back to that one. So, because it's the only one I can think of right now. Because that Strangers Pray at Night is playing. Did you just get a chill?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna make you watch it. Look, did I not make you watch some of The Conjuring yesterday? And it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, any honorable mentions? Well, Descendants of the Sun. I didn't originally plan to talk about it because I haven't watched it all the way through. Still
It's
really
great.
good though.
It is great. I love watching the military men run with no shirts on.
I watched a K-drama crack video. Remember I showed it to you?
Yeah.
And it had Paradise by Coldplay when they Paradise. And yes,
Yeah.
it was. The only thing that I liked it. It's just not one that I watched completely all the way through. I like how the characters ended up together in real life.
Yes.
Song and song. I like that other girl too, the medic girl.
Yes.
She was in that drama that I tried to get you to watch, Fight My Way, the best friends to lovers drama
Okay.
I mentioned. But I really like her as an actress though. So, but yeah, Descendants of the Sun, I would recommend it too.
To anybody, everybody.
Yeah.
I've watched it twice.
When it came out, it blew up South Korea.
Jackson did a little funny
Really?
video with it.
Oh.
They were teaching him how to act, and they were doing the Chinese Descendants of the Sun. It was fun.
I read that it increased the travel to South Korea. That's how big it was. And I can believe it. I can believe it. Any other honorable mentions? Okay,
Honorables.
memorable honorable mentions. Just go ahead and say it. I know you love it too.
No, it's okay.
She loves Playful Kiss. Look, I said it. It's out in the open. I got it off my chest.
I do. It just it's so cute to me.
Tell us what it's about. I'm saying that because it's not one of my favorites. Just give us a rundown so people at least know what it's about.
Well, in the start, they're high schoolers.
They're always high schoolers.
A female main character goes up to the male main character and confesses her love. And he literally just smashes her heart and says, I don't like stupid people.
It calls her stupid, number one.
Just completely just ignores whatever.
Yeah, and then by chance they end up living together.
Well, in Mischievous Kiss, I think is the Japanese version.
Yeah.
A comet
Yeah.
hits the house.
I was about to say, is it that version where a comet hits their house?
I think the Korean version
It's an earthquake.
is an earthquake.
Yeah.
He's in this
Some natural disaster.
he's in this science place and he hits something. A girl's hitting on him.
The main guy?
Yeah. And his elbow hits something and then it causes an earthquake and it destroys her house.
Because that happens.
That's just
It's just how the story goes.
And then her father and his father were like best friends in school.
Best buds for life.
So he's like, hey, you come live with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then she finds out it's him and it's like, oh my gosh. And he doesn't
embarrassed.
He doesn't really say anything. And then they go to school and she wants to walk with him to school. And he says, you have to be like 3 meters behind me.
Or something.
Something like that. And then he is so mean to her.
I know. That's why I hate that drama.
I love it though. I love it.
And the reason why he was so mean though, go ahead. I know you want to.
Because later in this show, someone asks him why he's that mean to her, and he says, "I like to watch her struggle." No,
No, I'm doing like this
okay.
because it's kind of sweet, but at the same time, I still don't like it.
I like to watch her struggle because he's never had to. He says, I've always done what I've done.
always just done me.
Yeah, and I've always been good at everything. It comes easy to me. Mm-hmm. And I like to watch her struggle and find the strength and to get through it by herself.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
I do.
Oh, I wish I could just put it into words. Why? I guess because it's one of those where if somebody called me stupid, I would be done with them. I know she ends up, I know the whole story.
Yeah.
I have actually watched some of it. But I had such a hard time getting past the first couple episodes because I can't stand how he treated her.
I know.
And I only watched it because he was in Boys Over Flowers, that same guy.
It takes a long time for him to actually realize. But he never really says it a lot. It's just when she's overthought everything and she's just so pitiful. She's down on herself and she's tried hard and he gives her just a little gesture, a little something that she latches on more. But if she ever leaves him alone, he gets worried and he starts picking on her a little more.
Yeah. See, I think my big problem with that drama too is I don't like the main character, the female lead.
Yeah, she's so annoying.
Yes,
In Mischievous Kiss, she gives him the idea to be a doctor. That's the one I've seen first.
Yeah.
So it's stuck more in my mind. He's like, I really don't know what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, you can do anything you want. You can be a doctor if you wanted to. And then he is like, oh.
Maybe that's what I should do.
And so he starts working towards that. Of course, he doesn't tell her anything. So she's...
Because there's no communication, obviously.
But he wants to think everything through first before and to make sure their future, blah, blah, blah. But...
Don't they get married while they're still in high school?
Yes. As it's graduation.
I always thought that was weird.
It's graduation day. Things happen. They argue. And I think something... I can't remember what exactly happens. But...
It's been a minute since I think you've seen it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone tells him something about her and he's shocked. And then, of course, it's raining and he's running.
It's always raining.
And then he could bust through the door and he's looking at her and he tells, because both their, parents are there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to marry you. Just.
What is he hear, though? I can't remember. What is he hear that makes him, propose?
I don't know.
Let me guess. Thinks he's got a terminal disease or something.
No.
I'm going by every other drama I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think it was another guy
Well,
actually said something about her, and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
He's like, well, she's mine.
Well, there's that one guy that has that crush on her throughout
High school, yeah.
Yeah.
He's annoying, too.
Yeah, see, I can't deal with, like, annoying characters like that.
But they fit.
That's what my big issue with Cheese in the Trap was.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. I'm just vaguely mentioning it because one of the... Well, she was in, we forgot to mention Weightlifting Fairy.
See, that's what I was trying to reference that a while ago when I was trying to talk about Strong Woman.
Oh, okay.
When I messed up.
That lead, the female lead in that one, played the annoying character in Cheese in the Trap. So
Really?
it's very versatile.
Yeah.
She was like the second lead sister, and oh my god, I wanted to smack her. She got on my nerves so bad. But yeah, Weightlifting Fairy. Well, we can
Kim
mention.
Bokcho.
We can mention that one later. But I recommend it.
Yes.
It was really great.
The brother. That's why I said that a while ago.
What are you talking about?
That she liked his brother.
Who?
Kim Fairy. Weightlifting Fairy.
Kim Fairy? Who's Kim Fairy? We don't really have a script. We just kind of go
No.
off of whatever. We have main things wrote down. That's pretty much it. Main ideas. Any dislikes over Playful Kiss? For me, it's the whole show. It had its moments, but it's not one I would watch again.
I would watch it again, but I would skip over some things.
Yeah.
Just because
The unnecessary crap.
she is annoying. And she's just like, I'm in love with you, I'm going to do everything for you. And like, you know, he decides to go to college and be a doctor.
I can't deal with that.
She went to college to be a nurse because she wants to work with him.
Yep, I remember. I was
And
like,
I'm just
oh,
like, I'm not.
not about that.
He wants to be a doctor. That's great. I'm gonna be what I want to be.
I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I
not-
want to do.
But she was just so in love with him that she couldn't see anything but him. And you know they got married and had kids.
Yeah, that's
They
how
had
it
a little.
ends.
I think they had a little girl.
Yeah. The only thing dislike I had about Boys Over Flowers, going back to dislikes right quick, is I don't like ambiguous endings. I need closure, and I think I mentioned that actually already. I know I mentioned that part. I don't have any dislikes for Strong Woman though. I love the whole thing.
I don't have any dislikes for romance, except you know, that one couple.
Yeah. Well, the secondary couple.
Yeah.
That could be a thing by itself too, though.
Yeah.
Secondary couples, because sometimes they're better than the
They fit
first couple.
together. Like those two fit together.
In
They really
bromance?
did, yeah.
But
But I just didn't like.
the
It
story
was too.
drug out.
You know, because she was like, I love you, and then he didn't really say anything, and
Well, you
then
better say it back.
you know his grandfather,
I think
his uncle.
so. Okay, yeah, I was wrong.
uncle tells her, well, that's just how that's how he loves. You know,
He doesn't
he
say it
does
back.
love you. He shows it through his actions. I mean, he bought her a freaking a bunny rabbit.
Oh yeah. See, I haven't seen it for a minute.
I haven't either, and now I'm remembering it, and it's all coming back.
It's all coming back to me now.
And that's,
But I think their storyline just drug out for me.
it did. It needed to move a little faster.
And they should have done better with her wardrobe, because she looked like a girl sometimes. But okay, so overall we would recommend K-dramas basically.
Yeah.
Some of them are not good. I mean, some of them, like Playful Kiss for me was not a hit. It was for you. It was a miss. It was a hit for you. It was a miss for me. But
Well, I also think Mischievous Kiss was one of the first ones I've seen.
yeah.
So that makes it, I'm a little biased for that.
Well, that's like Boys Over Flowers. It's
Yeah.
the first one I ever watched. So we have our favorites. I don't have any that I don't like. I mean, there's a lot out there I didn't watch because I'm like, I'm not interested in the storyline. Depending on what it is, you know. I've got my favorite kind of tropes. And the icy cold demeanor and calling her stupid just did not do it for me. But you know what? That's just
I liked it because eventually he does warm up to her
Yeah.
and he puts up with her.
yeah. Well, see, you didn't like Age of Youth. You didn't.
Yeah.
You tried watching it and it wasn't for you. See, I loved it because I was like, this is so good.
Yeah.
That's
It's
another.
okay.
That's another thing. No, so I guess that's about it.
I opened, you closed.
That's not how that works. This is not how it works. All right, everyone. all the listeners out there.
Be like some radio talk show.
Yeah, in Radio Land. I guess that's it, though.
That's it.
I don't know.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, we don't know what we'll talk about next time yet.
Nope.
If we ever got any feedback, people can tell us. One of these days. So, all right. I guess that's it. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening. Annyeong.